The Canadian government just launched a new immigration pathway in November 2022. Yes, you heard that right. A new pathway. If you want to find out more about this pathway, please stay tuned. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Faith. I'm an HR professional and event host based in Toronto, Canada. If this is your first time here, please use the subscribe button. Join this wonderful family. Good things are happening here. And, to my returning viewers, it's always a pleasure to have you around. So like I mentioned before, I am going to be talking about the new program that the Canadian government just launched. This program is in New Brunswick and it's called the Critical Worker Pilot Program. It's a program that is going to run for 5 years for now, and then of course they will evaluate and see how things go and possibly decide if they want to extend or not. So I have my phone here because honestly it just came out a couple of days ago and I think it's better to just kind of highlight what the points are. Okay, now this program was launched because the government wants to address some of the labor shortages that are in New Brunswick. Like I've said before, there are labor shortages in Canada. I don't know why people are always saying there are no jobs. There are jobs, there are jobs. You need to just apply. There are jobs, okay? Watch some of my videos that I have done. I've done quite a number of videos on landing jobs in Canada, how you can search. I shared my screen, showed you the job boards and how you can search. I'm going to link one here. You can also just check my YouTube channel for some of these videos. Okay, moving on. So now on 7th of November, the government announced the program, which is the Critical Worker Program. So there's still a lot that the government needs to come out with in terms of, what exactly is going to happen after the program and how does that translate into getting a PR and all of that. For now, they have just given out little information, but look, I thought that I should bring it out to you, and as more information comes, I'm going to also bring that to you. So now there are, based on the publication that came out, there are 6 employers in New Brunswick that they've selected. Okay, these employers were selected because of their track record with the New Brunswick Provincial Nomination Program. They have good immigrant recruitment practices, and because they already have necessary settlement practices in place. So that's why these 6 employers have been selected. Now, who are these employers? The employers are Cook Aquaculture Inc., Group Savoy, I hope I pronounced that well, Inc., Group Wesco, Imperial Manufacturing, JD Ivan Limited, and McCain Foods. I'm going to put the links in the description box. So what you need to do, you know what you need to do. I don't need to tell you again. But what you need to do for anyone that is confused is you need to go to the different pages. You need to go to their careers website and you need to apply. I checked a couple of them. Some don't have too many jobs available now. Some have a couple, there. I saw inside sales jobs. I saw customer representative jobs. I saw technicians, welders, engineers. It's a whole bunch of, it's a mix of, different type of jobs. But like I always say, right, look, whatever the case might be, there's dignity in labor. That's what I've come to learn in Canada. And it's also a means to an end. That's something that you need to understand. If your future is not to be a welder in this life, even though your future might be in welding, because those are people that even make money. Don't underrate any. That Baba Sikira that used to weld in the next compound in Nigeria. That man, if he comes here, he will make more money than you, Steffi. We have a big house before you even think of buying. You with all your master's degree. Anyway, I'm just joking. But I'm serious actually on the fact that this sort of professions that we supposedly underrate are the ones that actually people make money from them. So, but the point is, this is also a means to an end. Even though that is not your future career, that's not where you want to end up, you can start with these and then you can progress to other channel your path to where it is that you want to go. So as I've mentioned, these 6 employers, you just need to go and check them out, go to their careers page and apply for the jobs, because that's really the first thing. They have brought out these employers, they've listed them here, so it means that these are employers that are looking for people. Okay, so it's not as if they are looking for you. So just all you need to do is to try and apply. At least, hopefully you meet up with the requirements. I don't think the requirements are, for most of the jobs, they are going to be too out of your reach, because some of them don't even require a university degree. Some of them don't, right? So some of them may require maybe a secondary school degree or some university. Like, it just depends, okay? But my point is, just go and check. And now, one of the things that they said is that as part of the participation, now these employers must have robust settlement plans for housing and transportation to best support the establishment of the candidates in their new jobs and communities, with strong commitments to long-term retention. So that is one of the criteria that they have put together. The other one is that they need to have comprehensive human resources planning for recruiting and hiring skilled international talent, and for on-the-job skills enhancement. So what that means is that, as part of the job, there's going to be opportunity for learning and development. Sorry, my house is a little hot, so I don't know why I'm sweating, even though it's like -1 outside. Anyway, I think it's just the heater. But please ignore if you see my face looking funny. So the point is, when you get the job, even if you don't have the right skills from the get-go, you will be trained up, right? So that's a good thing. And then they need to be able to provide up to 200 hours of language training as required to candidates. What this means is that if you are from a country that is a non-English speaking country, because I believe they speak English in New Brunswick. Yeah, they do. So if you are not from, or if there's a language barrier, let's just put it at that. If there's a language barrier, these employers are supposed to have programs in place that would help bridge that gap. And then finally, they need to be able to offer guidance and support to candidates who may wish to pursue their Canadian secondary education equivalency. Like I said, some of the jobs there really don't require you to have like a formal education per se. So they're saying now that if you come in and then you start working with those companies and you feel like you want to pursue your secondary education, the companies should be able to provide guidance and support to you in order to get to where you want to get to. Okay, so like I said, this is a 5-year pilot program. It's going to be monitored and evaluated regularly, and we'll see. They will pretty much see how it goes after the 5 years. So there's still a lot of information that is not out there yet in terms of, like I said, how this translates. But if I think about it myself, I would say that I think what they're trying to do is you get the job, you apply to these people, you get the job, they give you a work permit, and then you come to Canada. It might be a closed work permit because they might want you to work with this particular employer. But the good part with such situations is that you can bring your family. Your spouse can get an open work permit and work with any other employer. Your kids too can get, your kids can study here. So at the end of the day, it's kind of like a win-win, right? So it's going to be similar to how you would get a job and then you stay on and then you get your permanent residency later. So, but I think that some of those details will still come out, and if there are things that they're going to be looking at aside what is listed in this publication. But for now, this is what they have brought out, and I thought that I should just bring it out there to you guys, okay? So you know that this is a new program and you need to check it out. As it fire, so just go on. So please check out the companies, apply, go to their careers page, apply, and then if you need help with, doing your resume, how your resume should look like, I have a video called the Canadian Style Resume. I will link it up here. If you need help with interviews, I have a video on, the interviewing in Canada and what you need to look out for. I will link it up here. If you need help with, I have videos. That's all I can say. This is like your one-stop shop, okay? So guys, that's really the end of this video. I hope you found it informative. I'm going to also link the article in the description box, so you can go read it yourself. And please make sure that you share this information. There's always love in sharing. Please share this information, and now, hit the like button. That is gold. Hit the like button for me, and also subscribe to my channel. Help me grow and encourage me to continue. So that's it from me and my sweaty self. I will see you in my next video. Bye.